Here it is.
Today, with the thought of Seattle, this is what came to mind.
On ESPN.
Release the Kraken.
On ESPN. Something that we haven't seen in 2 decades.
What's 2 decades?
Seeing hockey on ESPN.
Oh, another expansion draft.
No.
Why, for 2 decades it was on NBCSN?
It was on NBC. Before that, it was ESPN and ABC.
Welcome to Gasworks Park in Seattle. This is the 2021 NHL Expansion Draft, presented by Upper Deck. Now, please welcome the Commissioner of the NHL,
I wonder if
Gary Bettman.
I wonder if there are any players that specifically say they don't want to go to Seattle, just the city itself. Because everything that goes on there.
The booing is okay. It just means you're hockey ready.
They always boo.
Yeah.
Everyone here in Seattle, what a magnificent day. And we are thrilled as a league to be here with you. Welcome to the 2021 NHL Expansion Draft.
How long has it been since Vegas came in? 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, since 2017.
Look around on this magnificent
Oh,
day.
so 4 years.
Yeah.
Look at all the people that are here. And yes, with the booing and all these people, you are ready for NHL hockey. You have a great ownership group starting with David Bondeman and Jerry Bruckheimer and their partners. You know you have
Jerry
general manager
Bruckheimer, I think
Ron
he's like a
Francis.
producer
You have head coach
for
Dave
some TV
Hextall,
shows.
and you have heard from the incomparable Todd Lywicki,
Unless
who
that's a
runs
different
this club
Bruckheimer. I don't
for
know.
this
I think it's
community.
Jerry Bruckheimer.
You couldn't have a better leadership team. And today I toured Climate Change Arena, and you couldn't have a better facility to watch
Climate
the team
Change
play in.
Arena. That's an
And it's
interesting
clear to me,
name for an
while
arena.
Seattle
Yeah.
has always been a great sports town. You are going to be, you already are, passionate hockey fans. So once again, Seattle, welcome to the NHL. But there's one more thing we need to do to get the team up and running, and that is to name the first players that will wear the Seattle Kraken uniform. These players will forever be known as the original Seattle Kraken, your Seattle Kraken. So let's get started. It's my pleasure to introduce from another new NHL team member, those at ESPN, Chris Fowler and Dominic Moore and Seattle.
Dominic
It's gonna be
Moore.
Great to see you opening night.
Thank you, Gary.
Does Dominic Moore work for ESPN?
Hello,
Well,
Gary.
now, and so, yeah. And so is Ryan Callahan as well. I mean, some people from NBC are working with ESPN now.
It's insane back here in the boats. Look at the backdrop of your beautiful city. We know how hungry you are for hockey. It's been decades in the making. There have been some ups and downs. You've had to be patient. This ownership group has finally made this happen. And season tickets sold out in 12 minutes.
Wow.
With a long
Wow.
That is an awesome statement right there.
You know, Chris, this has definitely got a bit of a college game day feel to it. And so, in your honor, and in the honor of this event, we know how much our guys backstage love
Who's
us.
Chris
So we got
Fowler?
sign
Was he a
here.
player?
Now that, I don't know.
Let's get Kraken.
That's awesome.
Thank
work.
you. Thank you.
You're supposed to say release the Kraken.
No, but let's get Kraken.
Yeah, it's an expression.
C-R-A-C-K-I-N-G.
Cool name, the Kraken. For those of you not from Seattle, it's a legendary sea monster with tentacles and temper. You can see the ground rules here that the Kraken had to work with. They select 30 players, one from each team except Las Vegas. Same ground rules the Knights had 4 years ago. You can protect between 9 and 11 players. We're not going to bog down into the minutiae. There are various considerations, financial and stuff, but very well-known players were unprotected and available. Including Mark
And they have to
Giordano,
pick 3
the Calgary
goaltenders.
Captain,
Oh.
Norris Trophy winner, a lifelong flame.
Oh, Mark Giordano's getting exposed. And Gabriel Landeskog.
Negotiations there have been a little tense.
They said
What
that?
his future is.
And Carey
First
Price.
goaltender of Montreal. Rumors have the Habs fans on edge, Dominic.
As they
PK
should be, a lot of
Subban.
intrigue
All
heading
these
in
people they're
to this
showing are
day. Obviously,
available?
PK
Yeah.
Subban, a star player in this league.
And Tarasenko, who reportedly is frustrated and wanted a trade.
Here today.
As the commissioner said, the first roster
So
announced will
Chris
have
Fowler and
details
who, did you
on the
say?
Kraken
I don't know.
Do you know if he was a
I
player?
don't know.
I don't. On the road against Las Vegas, and expectations are high because what the Golden Knights did 4 years ago with the expansion draft.
Yeah, I mean, they've set the bar high, and it's a tough act to follow. But this is, today it's about, there's 30 picks to choose from, but only 23 will end up on that ultimate opening day roster. So it's about building a team in the short term, but also for the long term.
Saw some of the Seattle legends who were helped to announce the picks there. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, both serious hockey fans, they tell us.
Yeah, is that them?
Yeah.
You just mentioned?
From the Seahawks,
Gary Payton.
and Matt Lamore is here. Another legend, he tells us, is the third member of our team tonight, a 12-year NHL veteran between the pipes. We've been very busy today. Kevin Weeks, folks. Welcome
Kevin
back.
Weeks.
Oh, their old goalie. Lundqvist's predecessor.
Lundqvist's Predator.
Predecessor.
I know.
Spoke.
His mic.
The great Sean Kemp, the great Gary
Yeah.
Payton, among other legends that are here, but also the outstanding fans.
I haven't
And
seen him
wanna
in
echo
such a
the
long
fact that these
time, and
fans have
without
been
the
amazing so
goalie
far.
outfit, I don't
And
even
it's
recognize
been a lot of fun.
Well, it's been a long time ago.
To see some
Yeah.
of the very iconic sights and sounds, and we had a chance to announce some picks from there. So we look forward to the enthusiasm from you great fans, the amazing ownership group that they have here, as Commissioner Bettman echoed, and the great management team. This is world class, and you're in for a great, great time with this soon-to-be world-class franchise.
Off you go, man. You got a lot of places to cover. We'll see you all over the place in this area in the next 90 minutes or so.
Thank you so
Kevin,
much.
thank you. All right, time now to bring out a hockey legend in his own right, the man who was leading this Kraken brain trust in choosing these players here, a Hall of Famer, number 2 all-time to Wayne Gretzky in assists, and the guy who's been extremely busy here, general manager Ron Francis.
Ron Francis.
Francis.
How amazing is this?
Those,
Nice. What a great event we have here.
Tell us what's gone into the last
Oh,
few
he's a
days
GM,
of preparation.
huh?
less
Yep.
than weeks, maybe.
What
I
was
think
he
you
before
slept.
that?
Is your
The
phone back?
GM for the Hurricanes.
I think we slept a little more than we thought, maybe going into it, but you know, all our staff is sitting here in the front row, and got to give a lot of credit to them. They worked so hard these last year and a half. It wasn't the easiest situation with COVID, but they did a tremendous job.
especially
We
with
were
the
well prepared
situation
going
going on
They
in
went-
Seattle,
they
where
went well
they're
for it.
What's the
constantly
challenge?
ripping up
for
the
this
town
organization
and
putting
trying to
together
burn
this
it
first
down?
List of 30 original Seattle Kraken.
Well, there's so many things you're looking for, right? I mean, teams get to protect their 7 best forwards, the 3 best defensemen, the best goaltenders, so we get to look after that. A little bit different environment this time around with COVID and the cap staying flat, so some different sort of tweaks as it went along. But, you know, for us, when we're looking, we want players with character, we certainly want players who compete hard. You want guys that can skate, and that's skill, no question, in hockey sense. So we tried to build that kind of thing, and we're starting tonight with our first look at what our team is, and we'll see where we end up when we get to October.
All right, let's begin to fill in the draft board back here. The podium is yours, Ron. This moment of Seattle
you
Kraken
go.
history, the very first expansion
Awesome.
draft pick. It's all yours. Could have announced these picks, by the way, by division, beginning with the Atlantic in alphabetical order. So first up will be the Boston Bruins.
So from the Boston Bruins, the Seattle Kraken select Jeremy Lazar.
Oh, Lausanne.
Well, Jeremy Lauzon, you want a competitive player, that's what Lauzon is. He has size and reach, And he's been a very effective player for Boston on the penalty kill. He's got a rugged edge to his game. Has played a key role defensively. Blocking shots, making
he's
hits,
decent.
And at just 24, he has a lot of potential still to grow into. So
they're
a
not going
great
to choose
opening
any
pick
of the top
for the
top
Kraken.
players.
Yeah, I mean the only, well, some of them.
Absolutely.
All right, next up in alphabetical order, the Buffalo Sabres, who are on the clock, by the way, the only team picking ahead of the Kraken in Friday night's draft. A lot of turmoil there, a lot of new head coaches, 4 in the last 5 years, 10 straight years, no playoffs. So we'll see what the Sabres can offer here. Perhaps
rubbing it in there.
Buffalo fans are salty.
The Sabres pick, please welcome to the stage another absolute Seattle legend, a Hall of Famer as a player and a coach, led the Supersonics to an NBA title, still calls Seattle home, Coach Lenny Wilkens.
Brooks Lenny Wilkens.
He looks a little familiar.
He said from NBA or something. I don't know.
Thank you. What a scene here.
Lenny Wilkens.
I'm told that along your various stops, coaching hoops, you have become a passionate hockey fan as well.
Well, see, you got to know about Providence College. All right, Providence College had great hockey teams and still do, and I used to bump with them once in a while on the ice, but just a little bit.
Well, I know you know about building a roster and building chemistry, so let's begin to unravel the pieces of this puzzle here. You have the announcement of the Buffalo Sabres contribution to the Kraken.
Well, I certainly do, and look at that crowd. I mean, isn't that unbelievable?
So does he work for the Kraken
You're
now?
going to do it.
No, they just put him up because
From
it
the
was a.
Buffalo Sabres, the Seattle Kraken select Will Morgan.
I really like this.
No, never heard of
He's only
him.
played 14 NHL games, but Morgan is a really gifted athlete and a strong skater. One of those guys that's a late bloomer. He really developed quickly during his time at St.
He only
Cloud
played
State.
14 games.
And we'll see what he can
I thought
become.
they
He's
couldn't
just 24
choose
years
someone
old as well.
who didn't play enough games.
I'm guessing he played some years in the minors, probably.
Time now to shift things to the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, 170 career AHL
Summer, a
games.
serious rebuilding job in Detroit. A whole lot of holes to fill there. Bottom 5 in goal differential. Now, to help us reveal the pick from Detroit, a special guest from the Seattle Aquarium. Why not bring out an octopus, because Detroit fans made octopi famous by chucking them on the ice. So this is Licorice. Licorice makes the aquarium home, and Licorice will now reveal the pick as has never been done before. And the pick is Dennis.
Oh wow.
Who's a Vancouver area
Me
guy.
neither.
Coming much closer to home and makes 3 defensemen and 3 picks.
That's the first 3 picks are all pretty similar, actually.
Wow,
There's
all
another
first
defenseman.
3 picks are all defensemen, so the rest are going to be forwards and goalies, with the finals being whatever they want.
Which is pretty respectable
Well,
for
they're
a
not
young
going to only
D-man.
choose 3
You know, teams like Buffalo,
defensemen.
I know that. I'm saying that that for the requirement they put 14 forwards, 3 I don't remember the numbers now, but
3 goalies, not 3 defensemen.
oh, okay.
Certainly will. Big time. And Kraken has attacked. What are the odds out there in the harbor?
The Kraken has attacked.
The enthusiasm, the folks here, a nice sense of humor.
You want those kind of tentacles on your decor, that's for sure.
Speaking of folks who are in high spirits as they watch this whole thing unfold, the Angry Beaver is known as the hockey bar here. We got Avalanche fans here, Maple Leafs fans, Flyers fans, Capitals fans.
Is that a Ranger
and we hope
jersey in
a
the
whole lot of
background?
Kraken
No.
fans. Much more coming up.
Whose
The
jersey
2020
is it?
expansion
USA.
Seattle.
Oh, okay. It's Fred White
The
and
2021 NHL expansion draft is presented by Upper Deck. Collect the best.
Members of the 32nd NHL franchise, the Seattle Kraken, comes to you from Gasworks Park, just across the lake in downtown Seattle. 3 names so far on the draft board. A reminder, these are not the names in the order which Ron Francis' company selected them. They're all put into the central registry at the same time. We're just revealing now alphabetical order by division here. So next up, Florida, trending the right way, 4th most points, but the bad luck of running into Tampa in the playoffs, and that spelled doom for them. And now we go back to Ron and see who the Panthers will contribute to this new franchise.
From the Florida Panthers, the Seattle Kraken select Chris Driedger.
Oh, Chris Driedger.
Oh, goalie, okay.
Yeah. He's a very good goalie. Florida is going to regret this.
Chris, welcome.
At least they have Spencer Knight.
This is the big
At least
reveal.
they have
This
what?
is the
Spencer Knight.
Kraken home jersey.
How come he's the
How does
only
that
one
feel
who's
on?
come
What do you think
forward?
I
of
don't
this
know.
here, Chris?
Yeah, it's a pretty incredible sight. Great to see everyone here. Tons of energy. You know, I flew in this morning and there's just a bit of a buzz in the city. So this is incredible and really exciting time. So I'm excited to get
It's
started.
a long journey, South Florida to Seattle. Welcome to your new home.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, Chris, it took a long time to kind of prove yourself and establish yourself as a proven NHL goalie.
So
What's this
it's
moment
basically
mean to you
like
to be a part of
Florida
this group?
did in the Vegas expansion draft again. It's like Florida got something great the season before, and then it became the moment where Florida can't have anything nice, and then give good players away in the expansion draft. Well, thank God for Spencer Knight,
Congratulations.
Thanks for making the long journey.
Alright,
Sit back and
Spencer
relax
Knight.
now.
a goalie for the Florida Panthers, who is great. Meanwhile, Bobrovsky
All right,
isn't.
next up in the order, Montreal Canadiens. Ron, the selection there.
From the Montreal
Bobrovsky is a
Canadiens,
good
the
goalie,
No,
though,
no.
isn't he?
Cale Fleury.
Cal Fleury. Well, he was, but nowadays he has been terrible.
Good luck to take a flurry in the expansion.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying that Florida's going to regret letting Driedger go.
He actually played against his brother Cage
Oh,
in his
but they
first
kept
NHL game in
Bobrovsky?
2019.
Yeah.
So, Seattle hoping
And
to
that
take the next
there's
step
gonna be
in his
some
development
salty
here.
Florida
Jackson Fleury, the
fans.
expansion draft, a very good move by
Another
We'll
defenseman.
see as Cale joins the team. Now, Ron, there are hockey fans around
But
the
how many
world that have been
goaltenders
speculating that
can
goaltender
a
Carey
team
Price
Protect one.
Only
Remember
one,
the Kraken,
so.
he was out there available. What's
I know, but-
So they're protecting whoever their main guy is, right?
Well, I think anytime you see a name like
Well,
Carey
Who's
Price,
their main guy?
Bobrovsky. But again, he's been terrible. Like they could have protected Chris Driedger, who has been great.
Oh, well, welcome Mr. Fleury to the roster. I think Habs fans are maybe breathing a sigh of relief.
Yeah, just you think about the salary cap.
Oh yeah, it's Montreal's gone, so Carey Price is gonna stay with Montreal.
He announced Montreal?
Yeah, Cale Fleury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there definitely not going to be any salty Montreal fans today.
Next up, the Ottawa Senators.
Why?
Oh,
Because
that-
Struggle in the division. A very young team. Most
What
of the
did
time
you say
down
about
under
them?
25, so a lot of guys
that
down
Carey
below
Price has been
picked
exposed in the
here.
That
draft.
did not leave a whole lot of choices, perhaps, but to announce the pick from the Senators, please welcome to the stage the Seattle legend, Grammy Award winner, and a huge sports guy, Matt Lamar.
Matt Killorn.
He's a player?
No, a Sainer.
This is, in some ways, a hockey version of Trick Shot.
Very, very similar.
Do you know of him?
No.
Here, so
Oh no, it's
the
Macklemore.
stage is yours to announce the
Seattle, what's going on?
I never heard of him.
He's a Sainer.
You guys ready? I said, are you guys ready? Me too, man. New chapter in the city. This is an amazing thing. I'm fired up. From the Ottawa Senators, the Seattle Kraken select Joey Decord.
Oh, Joey Decord.
ASU
Oh,
Sun
another
Devil
goalie, huh?
coming off surgery. It hasn't played a lot of NHL hockey.
No, he's only 24, 9 NHL starts, but he's looked really promising. He was a finalist for the top goaltender award his senior year at Arizona State, led them to the playoffs, and for the first time, it's important to have depth, Chris, in that goaltending position. That's exactly what the Cord will bring to the Kraken.
Now to Tampa Bay, the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions. They did a good job protecting a lot of their
Boy,
defensive stalwarts.
that-
They did
oh,
leave
Tampa
Dvorak
Bay's next. I
exposed.
wonder who they're gonna give
Talk
up.
about the pick from the champs. And Matt Lamar, you have the card there.
From the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Seattle Kraken select Yanni Gore.
Oh, Yanni Gore.
Wow, They didn't protect him.
Wow.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Nice round of applause.
He's, one of the most important players.
I guess because they had so many good players.
Yeah.
They couldn't protect everybody.
But wow, Yanni Gourde.
Everything. That's exactly what Yanni Gourde does. He's tenacious on the forecheck and just a relentless player overall. There were a lot of good players available, Chris, from Tampa. But this is an awesome pick.
Penalty killer face. Okay, it's nice to have.
Poor Tampa Bay Lightning and poor Blake Coleman.
Why?
First no Barclay Goodrow and now no Yanni Gourde.
Who's Blake Coleman?
A Lightning.
So Yanni,
But
just
why
short
are you
off
saying
season, rest up and
he's
get ready for all this
Blake
energy.
Coleman?
Because his line mates are
Next
gone.
up,
Oh.
the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh
Speaking
boy,
of
the Leafs.
Restless fan base is down, as you well know. The strong regular season kind of forgotten as they blew the 3-1 lead to Montreal.
Oh
They have the
boy,
longest
salty
Stanley Cup
Toronto fans.
in history. It's going to be, what, about 20,000 days? Very soon.
Wait, how long was the Sabres drought? Now you're rubbing in the Leafs drought?
So they bring up 16 years with no series wins.
Oh!
Long distance poking. The border's opening soon. I better be careful. Let's go back to iconic.
Or else Toronto will come for blood.
Reveal the choice from the Maple Leafs.
Well, you can't come to Seattle without coming to the iconic Pike Place Market. Now, for today's purposes, we're going to call this Pick Place for obvious reasons. I'm fortunate to be joined by one of the owners here, named Jason. Now, Jason, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How much does this Kraken cost right here?
I can't afford it. Sorry. Sorry.
All right, well, with that, the Seattle Kraken select from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Crack Jack.
Oh!
Oh,
Forward, Jared McCann.
Jared McCann. Really?
Made like that.
No, for sure. And if you're looking for the pick like William Karlsson or Jonathan Marchessault from 2017, where an under
Wow,
player becomes a star.
the player that the
This is
Leafs
the guy
just
Jared
traded
McCann
for
played
him,
behind.
and now they lost him. It's like, what's the point of trading for him if you're gonna give him up immediately?
McCann took his spot on the power play, had the
Maybe
most
whoever they
goals
traded,
committed in the league on the power play while
I don't
Malkin
know.
was out.
I
So
know,
sure,
but now they
Alexander
virtually
Vanderbilt
got
and the analytics
nothing.
staff here in Seattle, we're crunching the numbers on that.
Talk more about the analytics. Kind of a whirlwind week for McCann, just straight from Pittsburgh. A few days ago now he's headed to Seattle. There's some speculation that might go with Alexander Kerfoot, a goal scorer with two different teams in recent years.
Yeah.
Talk about the importance of centers and why they're so hard to find and expensive.
Some reason I feel so far I feel like Yanni Gourde and Jared McCann will serve as the first line for Seattle.
So far, the only one that I really know of all the picks so far is Yanni Gourde.
Yeah, but Yanni Gourde has been great, and I'm pretty sure, and it would be interesting to give him top 6 minutes. I mean, he's definitely played like a top 6 forward.
Was he on the bottom 6?
Well, yeah.
Points out, so put on the gloves.
Oh,
Okay.
Bring out the fish.
Okay.
And let's see your skills. This guy delivered 1,000 great passes in an NHL career. So let's see if you still got the skills.
Oh boy, here we go.
JT Brown over here
It
is
looked
going
easy
to
on
make the catch.
camera, but we've got
JT Brown.
Brown here, guys.
Who's he?
a former NHL player.
Hockey analyst for the Seattle Kraken. He's going to show off his hands here.
Oh, he's an analyst for the Kraken.
You ready? Just, I don't want to overthrow it. You got to be careful back there. Hey!
A completed pass. You still got it, Don. You still got it. Thank you, JT. All right, when we come back, Supersonics legends Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Sue Bird will weigh in. A pick from Mount Rainier and the 3 New York teams in the Metropolitan, all coming up on the expansion.
Oh, boy.
Seattle.
3 New York teams. But they already said the Sabres.
Well, yeah, talking about the Islanders, Devils, and the Rangers.
The Devils are New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I think they would get upset if you called them a New York team.
And Dominic Moore.
So 64 years after the original 6 doubled with expansion, the 9th expansion draft in NHL history, the 2nd in 20 years. 8 picks have been revealed. We shift now to the Metropolitan Division and continue in alphabetical order. Carolina Panthers up next to regular playoff team.
No, it's Carolina Hurricanes, not the Panthers.
He made a mistake.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm here with Chanel Keenan from the Kraken.
They had
as well as
one
members of the
job.
Washington Wild from the Western Washington.
As if mistaking the Florida Panthers with the Florida Panthers wasn't bad
The
enough.
Wild are here as part of
Is
the
there a
Kraken's
team called the
Hockey is for
Carolina
Everyone
Panthers?
Yes,
initiative.
in
Chanel,
NFL.
Can you tell us about your role and about why the Wild are such a great story?
You know, the Wild are part of our great idea of having making sure that hockey is for everyone, and starting at the youth level, we believe that, you know, all girls, all genders should be playing the sport of hockey.
Well, it's great to have you guys here, and are you guys ready to help us make the next pick?
Yep. From the Carolina Hurricanes, the Seattle Kraken select Morgan Geekie.
Morgan Geekie.
All right, Morgan Geekie, the next pick. And Morgan Geekie played his junior hockey right here in the state of Washington with the Tri-City Americans. He's a fast, hard-working forward whose role and minutes continue to grow over the course of his 36 games.
He's
with
from the
Carolina last year.
Hurricanes.
He's
I know
only
that, but
23 and will fit in well to this versatile forward group that Ron
it's a
and
funny
his staff
name, I
are
remember
assembling.
the
And Chris,
name.
this is a familiar face
Even
for
though I
Ron
really
Francis.
don't know him.
Drafted him at Carolina. Not often does the GM get a chance to draft the same player twice. So now
Gets
to
a chance
Columbus.
to-
Well,
They're going to be very busy on Friday. They have 3 first-round picks, number 5, number 28, and number 32, and they are in desperate need of players. Struggling again. So let's see who the Blue Jackets contribute to the Kraken franchise. Ron?
From the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Seattle Kraken select Gavin Bayreuther.
oh, never heard of him.
The guy who was a pretty prolific offensive defenseman at the AHL level. 29 points each of his first 3
Oh,
seasons.
he's the cousin of Ben Lovejoy.
Of St. Lawrence University, where he was a very prolific defensive scorer as well. Time now for the struggling New Jersey Devils.
Oh boy.
Playoffs, 8 of the last 9 years. I keep pointing this out. I don't mean to just, again, these are facts. Defensive issues. I mean, they got a lot of goals from the rookies. So they got rookie scorers, young talent. They do own a couple of first-round picks. But let's see who the Devils contribute to this brand new franchise. Back to Kevin, who's motoring around Seattle. Kevin, where are you now?
We're back here at the iconic Pike Place in Seattle. Now, of course, this is more than just catching and throwing fish. We've got jewelry here, we've got flowers, we have over 200 craftspeople, and we're here at the Leatherwork Station with Liberty Bracken. Liberty, I see you rocking the Kraken hat. Tell us your thoughts on the logo.
I think it's beautiful and encompasses the city of Seattle really well.
To that end, the Seattle Kraken select from the New Jersey Devils,
Nathan
forward,
Bastian.
Nathan Bastian. Don,
I like your
Chris.
wheel.
Yeah, one of the things Ron Francis and Dave Haxtell need to do is fill out those bottom 6 forwards, and Bastian has an
guess the
inside track to
Rangers
be an
is gonna be
important part of that group.
No,
He
the
can
next
play
are the
all 3 forward
Islanders.
positions. He's a
Just
young,
showed the Rangers.
physical forward.
Well, because they
with
showed
good
replay
size.
of
Look for
Nathan
him to make his way
Bastian.
onto that 3rd or 4th line.
Yeah, solid contributor. You go back to the last 120 NHL games, 62 points from Bastian. Shift now to the 2 New York City teams, actually, as we see Bastian joining the big board here. Islanders made a strong playoff push, 3rd round again, 2nd fewest goals allowed. They don't have a 1st-round pick on Friday. Lou Lamoriello, interesting offseason, maybe looking to make a big splash in the free agent market. Interesting choices of the guys he left unprotected, too. So we'll get to that in a second. But to announce, or at least to set up the pick, a Long Island native and a legend here, Sue Bird from the Seattle WNBA franchise. She's about to represent Team USA in Tokyo, her 5th Olympics. And she's going to be one of the flag bearers. She could not be here with us in person, but Sue, take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Sue Bird, the point guard for the Seattle Storm. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be there for the expansion draft today. But
Well, you are.
in good hands. First of all, let's go Kraken. Second of
She's
all,
not
Ron,
big.
tell us who your pick is for my hometown team, the New York Islanders.
Okay, Sue, from the New York Islanders, the Seattle Kraken select Jordan Eberle.
Oh, Jordan Eberle.
Please welcome the newest member of the Seattle Kraken, Jordan Eberle.
She's in Tokyo.
Oh yeah. Time for some salty Islander fans. I mean, it's a shock because they exposed both Eberle and Josh Bailey. And instead of protecting them, they protected Matt Morton and Cal Clutterbuck.
It's got to be
I mean, it makes sense, but still. To choose them over Eberle and Bailey?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, I can tell the first line is going to be Yanni Gore, Jared McCann, and Jordan Eberle.
To see the passion here in the fans, obviously very, very excited.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I wonder who the Rangers are going to choose. Who they're gonna choose.
That Stanley Cup the last 2 years. What excites you about this?
If I can, if I want to choose who the Rangers would give up in the Seattle, I would pick Keith Kincaid.
You know, anytime you get that opportunity, you can bring a cup to a city that's never had it before. That's pretty special.
I know, that's what I said. I hope they choose Kincaid because he has been great and deserves more time, more playing time. And I think the Kraken will be a good place for Kincaid to play.
Not a bad look. We'll have to get the uniforms changed. All right, now keep it in New York. New York Rangers pick. Please welcome Seattle Sounders former captain. Soccer fans here, do we have any Sounders fans? Tremendous support for this franchise. Tremendously popular player with the Sounders. Please welcome Brad Evans. Now, Brad, this is a somewhat familiar experience. I don't know what the Sounders expansion draft quite measured up to this, but you were taken to the expansion draft from Columbus back in 2008, so you kind of know what players like Jordan are going through.
Exactly. I found out on a flight home 3 days after we won the championship. So this is a little bit different. This is absolutely insane. You guys are crazy. I hope that these players understand what they're getting themselves into because this is a special place.
When you come in to a team where everybody is new, it's a different experience that players have had before in their life. What's the most important thing, kind of bonding and developing chemistry?
Yeah, look, these guys, I know the wikis, I know, the GM, that's their due diligence, is to get the guys on the same page. And you'll notice these are all hard workers. And that's the most important thing. Good guys in the locker room, sprinkled in with a couple talented players, and you'll be in the playoffs 12 straight years, just like the Sounders.
You heard Brad. Now, all right, ready to announce the contribution to this new team from the New York Rangers.
From the New York Rangers, the Seattle Kraken select Colin Blackwell.
Oh.
Well,
what?
Hard workers, this guy might be one of the hardest working
Yeah, but they decide to expose him and not protect him.
One of those players that just does a little bit of everything, took the scenic route to establishing himself as an NHL player.
Yes, I knew that, and I was too shocked. Like, why?
But the Rangers lost is Seattle's game.
When you join a new team, even if you're known as a hard worker, heavy motivation.
Just when he's doing good, this is the moment where we can't have anything nice and lose him in the expansion draft.
Ron, we talk about all the ways that players are evaluated. You make
is there
great
somebody
use of
that
analytics.
they
It's a very
protected
forward-thinking
that you
organization. Got a great
thought they
group
should have
assembled
not
to evaluate
protected?
players.
Kevin Rooney.
But hard work doesn't always show up in the numbers. What are the components that go into selecting a guy like Blackwell?
Well, I mean, you look at a player first of all and foremost to see how he plays, and then certainly we have a talented analytical team, so we look at the numbers. We're hoping that they match up, and that makes our decision easy. And certainly this
I was hoping they chose Kincaid.
Had a good run last year scoring goals. We're hoping he can do the same thing for us moving forward.
Awesome. The board is filling up, but there's a lot more picks to be announced. We will take a break here. Talk about the Kraken's new arena, which is
well, not only saving them, but he was the biggest surprise of the team.
Pick
It's like he
the Coyotes coming up, and the Canucks pick ahead too.
Yeah, it's like he came from he went from a minor league player to a guy who scores so many points and goals.
Yeah.
It's like he did so good with us, and they acting like it's not enough.
Well, like I said, they probably felt that other people needed to be protected.
Yeah,
more.
but to choose Rooney instead of Blackwell.
I don't remember Rooney very well.
But he was a good he was a decent player.
This is amazing day for sailing.
Yeah.
Kraken fans soaking up the sun. Moving along now. Next up, the contribution to this roster from the Philadelphia team. And fans are starving for a deep Flyers playoff run. Trying to shore up the defense. Number one priority in the offseason, shore up the defense. They allowed 3.5 goals a game, which is the worst. They did make a trade for Ryan Ellis. which will help.
Oh yeah, they traded, got rid of Nolan Patrick and Philip Myers, and they got Ryan Ellis from Nashville.
1962 was a very good year. Kevin.
Is he good?
Who?
Ryan
Well, nothing
Ellis.
says
I
Seattle
think-
like the iconic Space Needle. This building was once the tallest building west of the Mississippi. We know the amazing history that it has, but it also has some awesome 360 panoramic views. So we've got the expert here, Randy. Randy, why don't you take the fans through some of what they're seeing?
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. It's a gorgeous day up here at the top. Of course, the most commanding views of the Seattle skyline, the Seattle waterfront down below that with the Washington State ferries, and of course the home waters of the Kraken, Elliott Bay and Puget Sound. And then a little closer in today, we have a view of Seattle Kraken superfan Paul Buxton.
Paul, what's up? Nice to meet you, man. Pleasure meeting you. Well, I understand that Paul has a question that he wants to ask of General Manager Ron Francis. Paul, go ahead.
Hey Ron, who are we picking from the Flyers?
The Philadelphia Flyers, the Seattle Kraken select Carson Twarynski.
Great quick instincts, Ron. Just like he was on the ice. Bang, bang.
Yeah, Twarynski's another one of these potential picks. Twarynski only 22 NHL games under his belt, but he has size, can skate, and has the ability to develop into an asset for Ron Francis and this Kraken team down the road.
Impressive work on the internet. You've had to go to work. Next up are the Pittsburgh Penguins, but we have to introduce an absolute legend to the stage to help us make this pick. A Hockey Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, a gold medalist in the World Championships, part of the esteemed Granado hockey clan, and a scout for the Seattle Kraken, Cammy Granado. Cammy, welcome.
When she first mentioned a Pittsburgh legend, I thought they were going to talk about Yager or Lemieux.
The number 2 pick on Friday night, so the whole scouting staff hard at work still.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
I
The
guess
last
they're
couple
trying
weeks
to
we've
find
been so
ways
close. We worked a
to
couple years on this,
insert
so
women
this day
into
has
the
come. It's pretty
situation.
amazing to look out at this crowd and just really proud to be a part of it.
You're also a pioneer. There are no other full-time female scouts in professional sports, so congratulations to the Kraken organization and to you for earning that right.
Thank you very much. I hope there's more to come after this. So.
I think it's symbolic that what Ron and the Brain Trust has done is assemble a really interesting core group of people to evaluate players. And there's a lot of diverse backgrounds, a lot of young people who crunch those numbers, even talking about an interesting group.
It is, and I think that's the thing that the ownership, Ron, and all our staff has done to keep inclusion and diversity in mind from the beginning. And it's laid such a strong foundation for our team. I feel privileged to be a part of such a great organization already.
You should be.
Yeah.
All right, let's announce the contribution from the Pittsburgh Penguins.
For the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Seattle Kraken select Brandon Tanev. And
Oh, Brandon Tanev.
Brandon is here with us today. Brandon?
Brandon, welcome. Say hello to Cammy.
How are you? Cammy, how are you? What's going on, Kraken fans?
Knows how to play to the crowd, not afraid to do the dirty work in hockey. What is it about throwing your body in front of a flying puck that you like?
It's not a glamorous job, but I mean, anything the team asks is what you want to go out there and do, and the guys appreciate it in the locker room, so it's not the best thing in the world, but it's fun to get something done for the Tans and for the boys out there.
Yeah, Brandon's. I promise you, this guy will be one of your fan favorites. He
I don't
hits
know.
everything that moves.
You're going to have, speaking of that, potential run-ins with your older brother Christopher in this division, who plays for Calgary.
Oh boy!
Have you guys talked already? Did you share the secret with him yet?
I hadn't shared the secret with him. I was going to wait for him to see it on the air tonight, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting for our family, and
wow, look at those
it's going to be a
eyes.
special thing to play against him. I see you guys are all laughing at my headshot from last year. I appreciate that.
Just before the picture was taken.
To be honest with you, I saw a ghost, so that's the story I'm going with. I'm sticking with that one all the way.
Was that your reaction when we heard about the Kraken selection?
I'm pretty sure that's Pittsburgh's reaction.
And have a great career here. Enjoy yourself. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Let's go Kraken.
Brandon, Cammy, thank you. Next up, the Washington Capitals, like the Penguins, a team that won the Cup but has not yet followed it up with the deep run. Older roster, one of the oldest rosters in the NHL. but still an entertaining, high-scoring team. So let's see who the big is from
choose
Washington.
Ovechkin.
For the Washington Capitals, the Seattle Kraken select Vitek Vanacek.
Vanacek!
Yeah, like Chris Drieger. This is another goaltender.
Really?
Years in the minors before finally getting a chance at the NHL level.
Why, he's not good?
He is good. I'm surprised they would give him up. I mean, I definitely know they were going to protect Samsonov.
Before getting injured early in the playoffs, so along with
I wonder who's going to be the backup for the I wonder who's going to be the backup for the Capitals now.
The voting for the Calder Trophy. We talked earlier about the importance of the goaltending position. All right.
So it's Vanacek and Drieger, the top two goalies for the Seattle.
And who's the other one? They named another goalie, didn't they?
Well, Joe Cord, but I'm pretty sure that Drieger and Vanacek will be the top two goalies. Well, who gets the main job and the backup job is yet to be determined.
Arizona's moving to the Central to make way for the Kraken.
Oh yeah, Arizona is now a Central Division team to save room for the Kraken.
Nice. But it's time now to reveal the Kraken home opener details. October 23rd is the day to put in your calendars. Who would you like the opponent to be? If you could choose, who would it be? I think they're going to like the answer. The first ever Kraken opponent here in Seattle with the building rocking will be the Vancouver Canucks. Natural geographic rival, it's about...
Meanwhile, their first game ever will be against Vegas, the previous expansion team.
Canucks, because they're going to be all this energy when they head down here.
So have they finished
Speaking
naming all the
of
No.
Arena, just an
They still have
expensive
more.
and elaborate and beautiful remodel to this
They have the
arena.
Central Division next.
It was the home of the Sonics, but you're not going to recognize it at all. And it's going to be rocking in. Tremendous number of talented, hardworking folks took great pride in creating this. You can see it literally from the ground up. And Kevin is going to be with some of those folks who made this arena happen to set up the next pick. Kevin.
This is very exciting, Chris. These are the women, men, and the people that are building this beautiful state-of-the-art Climate Pledge Arena as we're getting ready for the first game versus the Vancouver Canucks October 23rd. You all have a lot of work to do. That being said, I'm going to turn it over to you, Brad. Brad, how close are we to completion?
90%. We'll be 100% come opening night.
Whoa, 100% come opening night?
100% ready to go.
You heard it from him. With that being said, the Seattle Kraken select from the Arizona Coyotes. Richie, the honor's yours.
His locker's going to be just a little bit bigger. That is Tyler Pitlick.
Oh, Petlet.
Now, Tyler's fighting here. Tyler's a centerman who's bounced around the last few years with different teams, but he's a solid two-way player, Chris. Responsible and reliable.
He used to be a flyer.
Offensively as well. Again, centers are hard to come by in this draft, so adding Pitlick gives Seattle a player that can do the job down the middle on the third or fourth line.
You heard the guys mention that Tyler and all the other Kraken team members will be psyched when they see the new dressing room.
Oh, it's going to be absolutely beautiful.
All right, next up, this is an important part of the program for me. I grew up in Rockford, Illinois, home of the Ice Dogs. That's a Blackhawks farm team, and then the Avalanche right after that, so that's another team. So I'm very eager to see who the Kraken will poach for these next two teams.
Oh boy.
To help us make these selections, please welcome to the stage yet more legends, big hockey fans, better known as Sonics superstars Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
These are basketball guys?
I don't know.
Sean, welcome. Gary, I have never met a basketball player that is not in awe and full of respect for the athletes that hockey players are. You guys are in that camp too?
No, absolutely. I think I started watching hockey years ago, and I think a lot of us watch hockey because we like the fights. But the truth of it is, seriously, I enjoy the athleticism of these guys. They're fast. As we do on the court, we cross guys over, trick them into doing different moves and trick shots. These guys do the same thing, but they're on ice, so I think it's just as hard. So I got a lot of respect for the hockey guys. It takes a lot of talent, a lot of struggle, but I think we're going to have a good team this year.
Gary, you're a huge hockey guy.
Yeah, you know, I'm in Vegas, so I got the Knights. Then I got the San Jose Sharks. But now I got the Krakens, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my home team now, so that's what it's going to be.
You're such a big fan, you can have 3 teams.
Yeah, hey, why not? The more the merrier. It depends on which year, which one's doing well, right?
Well, no, it's the Krakens now. That's all it's going to be now. I ain't doing nothing else. You know, them the teams I've been watching, but now this is the team I'm going to be watching all the time and be right here.
So your defensive skills, you were always known as the glove. Does that mean with the goaltender would have been your natural position?
Yeah, I would have been gloving all them pucks. It wouldn't have been nothing going by me. You know what I'm saying? I would have did it all.
You guys ready? You got 2 very important picks to announce, beginning with the Chicago Blackhawks.
What's that guy's name on the left?
Well, I'm going to do that one. But let's get hype first. You know what I'm saying? Let's get hype. That's what we're talking about.
Everybody stand up.
Yes, sir. Stand up.
Stand up.
What are these
From
guys'
the
names
Chicago
again?
Blackhawks, the Seattle Kraken select John Quinville.
Oh, John Quinville. Oh, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
But he's a former first-round pick, Chris, by the Devils in
is the one on the
2014.
left?
Right.
He's a centerman that plays a physical
On the
game,
right?
but also
Yes.
brings some speed and skill to the table. He'll compete for a spot on that Kraken floor.
Oh, yeah, second cousin of head coach Joe
Next
Quinville.
up, the beloved Colorado Avalanche with so much
Oh
talent.
boy,
Everybody
what are the Avalanche
who's
going to
be a new
do?
member of the Kraken and disappoint some Avalanche fans.
Oh man, we took Jonas Donskoy.
Oh, Jonas Donskoy.
That's what we got. That's the man.
He's got skills.
Yes.
Now, Donskoy is a difference-making
I
player.
don't know how to
He's
pronounce your
tremendous
name.
Yeah.
Donskoy.
Yeah, it's Donskoy. But wow, I've
great
had.
addition to this
Yeah,
Kraken team. He had a career-high 17
it would have
goals
been the
last
biggest shock if they'd chosen Gabriel Landeskog.
Donskoy had a plus 15 goal
Because he's a very good player for the Avalanche. I mean, Jonas Donskoy is good as well, but Landeskog is one of their top players.
Sorry to see you guys enjoy watching him for punch.
No, I don't think they did. They let him
Dallas
expose.
Stars. Got another
They let him expose,
Washington
I
area
think,
wrinkle here.
and he's a free agent.
On your bucket list. I recommend it.
I'm not the mountain climber that you are. So.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. And we're going to take you on the slopes of Mount Rainier. Not quite the 14,000-foot summit, but record-breaking mountaineer Andrew Hughes earlier today made the trek up the approach to the snow-capped peak, where you want to put on crampons and ropes and be very careful, as these folks know. So from 10,000 feet, the highest altitude pick ever announced. Let's go to Andrew Hughes.
From the Dallas Stars for the 2021 NHL Expansion Draft, the Seattle Kraken pick Jamie Oleksiak.
Oleksiak.
And let's welcome Jamie Oleksiak wearing his Kraken home jersey. Jamie, welcome.
Right, you got a hockey grin.
How does it feel to wear a brand new jersey and walk out and see new fans who are giving you a standing ovation? I think there's just a holdover from Gary and Sean, but they're on their feet for it.
First off, how we doing, Seattle? Yeah, all right. I'm loving the energy. You know, it's I'm excited to get the season going. You know, I'm sure the building's going to be rocking, and you know, it's great to be here. Beautiful day here, and I'm just taking in the whole atmosphere. So, you know, I'm happy to be here.
Jamie, you signed a new contract with the Kraken. What made you decide to want to choose to be here for the next
Oh,
year?
he even signed a contract with
You know
them.
what? I think it was just too good of an opportunity to pass up on. I mean, talking to Ron and everyone in the front office, you know, the city's fantastic, the facilities, and the direction of the team, and obviously the fans. I mean, you know, it's a lot of support here, and I'm just excited to get it going, like I said. So it was really no brainer for me, and I'm excited.
You joined a defensive core up here. I wonder, do the players' wheels begin to turn immediately? Do you look at some of the guys up there and begin to think about like defensive tandems, or are you just here so far just enjoying the party and the scene?
Yeah, right now I'm just soaking it all in. You know, I mean, you know, a great list of guys.
I mean, Oleksiak so far the best defenseman that they have chosen so far.
I think it's just it's going to be.
I can definitely see him be a top two defenseman.
Exciting time to be a Kraken fan, I think.
Yeah, we just saw some big guys leave the stage. Jamie is actually officially the heaviest player in the entire National Hockey League. So, welcome to the Kraken.
But it's not fat, right?
It's pure muscle.
Yeah, we'll take it. I'll take that.
Thanks very much. We appreciate that. Good luck to you.
Yeah, he is very tall.
Because if he's the heaviest, because he doesn't, it's not like
All
he
right, Ron,
doesn't
you have the podium.
he doesn't
Next up, the
look
Minnesota
fat.
Wild.
So how,
Oh, the Wild.
how heavy is he?
Let's see.
Kraken select Carson Soucy.
Carson Soucy.
Well, I'm seeing a trend here. We just saw Jamie Alexiak, a physical force, and that's exactly what Carson Soucy is here. Another.
Oh, I'm guessing they'll
punishing
see a
defenseman who will crush
Soucy and
opponents in his own
Alexiak
zone.
pairing for
You know,
Seattle.
he's established himself as a solid third pair defenseman. I can already see a pair developing with Soucy and Alexiak coming together. Pretty intimidating pair to go up against.
Well, he was a third pairing defenseman, but for Seattle, possibly not anymore.
Intimidating, dirty work a lot.
Yeah, there's roles to fill, right? You gotta have guys that do a little bit of everything, and they all have a place to fill.
I don't know, but
Ron and his team have done here.
Well, let's meet the guy who's going to be responsible for helping build this chemistry, bringing all these pieces together in that dressing room. The coach,
Dave Haxtell.
Oh, I was going to say, I know him. He looks familiar.
Yeah.
Dave, what's your reaction to all this?
Unbelievable, isn't it? This is awesome.
Oh, and he grew a beard.
Let's go Kraken.
Hey, you're obviously
What team was he
not
on?
by surprise.
The
Here, you are aware of
Flyers.
the picks that are made.
That
So
was the only
what
team
is
he
your
was on?
initial message
I
to
don't
this young
know.
group of guys when you get them together about the opportunity for them and the expectations
What was
for them?
he? What?
A
Well, I
coach.
think we all know and understand real quickly.
No,
as
but
soon
when he
as you,
played.
you know,
I don't know. I never
get
knew he
feel
was
for
a
everything
player.
that's going on
I
here.
thought he was.
You understand?
I don't
The
know.
outstanding opportunity
I don't
that's
know,
here.
it just
The
looks so
message is this: let's
familiar
come
to me.
together.
Because we saw him
Let's play
from the
hard for one another,
Flyers.
Let's play hard for the city of Seattle.
And coach, you know, we've got a blank slate, a really unique opportunity here. And,
Reminds
there's
me
a lot
of
of talk
Chris
about
Gould.
culture and identity. What are some of the key messages, you know, the culture things that you're going to preach to the players early on?
Well, it's one of the things that I just talked about. We want to have a group of guys that, you know what it is to be a great teammate, know what it is to be a competitive teammate, and push one another to be at their very best. We want to have a bunch of selfless guys in our locker room that know how to go out, play hard together, and win together.
Yeah, and it's certainly unmistakable, the character and quality that's on that board already. So good luck.
No question. Thank you.
Yeah, unique challenge and opportunity for a player and also for
So
a
he's
coach.
gonna be
It's a
the
once-in-a-lifetime
coach of the
opportunity.
Yeah.
It is. Brand new guys.
It is. We talked about the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of starting from the ground up, and to be a small part of that, to have an opportunity to join everybody that has done so much work over the past couple of years. It's just an awesome opportunity. And today, to see this board fill up really brings it into focus for all of us. Can't wait to get going.
Opener October 12th in Vegas, and then these folks will have the building rocking when the Canucks come down from north on October 23rd. Wish you the best.
It's going to be special.
Dave Axel, coach of the Seattle Kraken.
Why is there such a long break in
Likes
between
what
the
he
first
sees so
two
far.
games?
Well, the first game was like in Vancouver, and then in Vegas, and the one against the Canucks is the home opener.
Right. They said the 12th and the 23rd, so they're 11 days apart. So I guess maybe they have other road games before that.
Yeah.
Plenty more names to fill out this draft board. It's a crazy scene. Did you expect this?
No, it's just blown us away for sure.
I know fans here love hockey, we're hungry for it, but this is still a display to North America how much hockey means to these folks and how pumped up they are for the new franchise. Next up, the Nashville Predators' contribution to the Kraken. A couple interesting names left unprotected. Some news there. Goaltending icon Pecorini retiring last week, so a little bit of transition there. And we're going to go to beast mode.
Yeah,
to have the
they're
next
talking
pick.
about Pecorini retiring.
Kevin, with a very special, iconic Seattle guest.
Listen, I got to go to the source. I got to go to the original. That is beast mode yourself. So take us through what you think the Kraken have to do to hit a beast mode level for the start of the season.
Oh man, that's going to be
Marshawn Lynn.
I just believe that since it's really
Seahawks, that's
a real physical sport.
Football.
They just got to go out there and put a real physical presence, you feel me, though, early and often. And I mean, you know, that just to show them, like, you know, I said the Seattle style of play.
Yep.
And I think they'd be all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel you. All right. Hey, listen, that makes perfect sense to me, and I'm sure it does to you great fans at home too. With that being said, Seattle Kraken select from the Nashville Predators. Marshawn, take it away.
You see, so this the first pick, right? Yeah, with the first pick, we're going with the boy Cali though.
Yonkro.
Yup, Cali Yonkro.
Cali Yonkro.
Just heard it. Cali Yonkro to the Kraken from Beast Mode himself. Thank you so much as always. Appreciate you.
Hey, and look, Cali, if I didn't pronounce it right, tap in with me and let me know how to do it the right way, big dog.
You heard it from him. Straight up. You heard it from him directly. Fellas, back to you over at Gasper's Park.
Close enough. Hockey names can be tricky. Tell us about this guy Kelly.
Yeah,
But not
Joshua
Mika
Here
Zibanejad.
last year, 28 points last season. He's a player that plays both the power play and the penalty kill, Chris. There's not many players in the league that do that. So he's a versatile and productive player. And you mentioned some of those bigger names. This guy is arguably the better player at a fraction of the price. So a phenomenal addition
Swedish.
to this Kraken roster.
It's part of the art, right?
Yeah.
You look at what guys
Yes.
have done, and then you try to anticipate how they will do with much more ice time and much more opportunity, and that's been very successful for teams over the years, expansion draft or not, but with Vegas included.
Yeah, absolutely.
That
And there's a lot of
pronunciation thing
underrated,
reminds me of
undervalued
that
players that are
SNL
playing behind some
segment
of those protected
where the
players.
Brady
They're gonna
CA.
play in
Brady
Seattle.
Shea.
Getting to wrap
What
up the
is
Central
it? I
Division.
never
Next
saw
up,
an S,
the
a
St.
K,
Louis
and a
Blues.
J
But to help
next
us
to
make this
each
clear,
other.
another Seattle legend to the stage. Please welcome the All-Pro linebacker from the Seahawks, Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
Bobby, welcome.
New York City Mayor.
Pretty
The
official
New York
press.
City Mayor
You
used
and
to
Ash
be Robert
better be.
Wagner when I was a
A
little
tough
kid.
nasty dude.
I hope so. I'm glad it's an easy name. I saw Marshawn's name. That's a good try.
I think you got this one.
I hope so.
Ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. They're ready.
All right. From the St. Louis Blues, the Seattle Black, Vince Dunn.
Vince Dunn.
Vince Dunn, if you're looking for a player that will become a star after moving to Seattle, Vince Dunn is your guy. He's played behind Chris, some really good defensemen in St. Louis between Alex
Yeah, he
Petrangelo
lucked out with
and
that
Tony
name.
Krug,
That was
Justin
the
Falk, and
easiest
Colton
name to
Parayko.
pronounce so far,
Dunn is an
practically.
offensive defenseman. He's agile, smart, skilled, and he'll be really excited to come to Seattle to prove what he can do.
All right, so that was a pretty easy name. Then you ready for the second pick that you're responsible for from the Winnipeg Jets?
The Seattle Kraken select Mason Appleton.
Yeah, another easy name right there.
They said the same thing.
Season for the Jets this past year. 25 points in 56 games. He's a skilled playmaker, and at only 25, he's only going to get better over the next few years. You can already see some of these forward lines taking shape here in Seattle with some of the guys that have been adding. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good group. I think Dave Haxtell is already licking his chops to get out there on the ice for training camp.
All right, thank Bobby. As we shift now to the final division to announce today, of course, the Pacific Division, the division of the Seattle Kraken will call home. As you look at the draft board for Friday night's NHL
Are you
draft,
going to wait
you'll
until
notice
this is
something
over
here.
to take
Yes.
your power?
Of the 9 teams, including Seattle picking at number 2, are from this Pacific Division. So it's a division of opportunity for a brand new team.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You look at this draft order, and what it tells you is that there's a real opportunity for the Kraken to do some damage here in their inaugural season. So a lot of things to look forward to come training camp and finally when we start these games in October.
Plenty of intrigue Friday night, ESPN2, and on Sportsnet, 8 o'clock Eastern time. All right, time now for the pick from the Anaheim Mighty Ducks off a very rough season.
Well, they're the Anaheim Ducks now.
Second worst in the league, and the third straight year they've missed the playoffs. Fewest goals per game. So they've got young talent to develop. They're a rebuilding phase, but maybe not a whole bunch of guys to choose from.
Yeah.
So we will find out. We're going to bring in the special guests from the Anchorage, Alaska Hockey Academy. The Kraken are openly courting fans from all over the place, and folks up in Alaska are invited to become fans of this new franchise. So let's hear from some of these folks.
Yeah!
From the Anaheim Ducks, the Seattle Kraken select Hayden Fleury.
Hayden Fleury.
Please welcome Hayden Fleury to the stage.
How's it going? Hayden, welcome. Thank you. Right, so you'll notice, folks, there are now 2 Fleurys up there happen to be brothers. What was your reaction? Realize you're going to be playing with him? When's the last time you guys played together on the same team?
Yeah.
I think they were probably
Kale
3
Fleury.
years old, so hometown back in Saskatchewan.
It would be interesting if that's the pairing.
Family, mom and dad.
The Fleury brothers.
If that's the what?
Defense pairing.
They have some
The Fleury
familiarity with
brothers.
Ron, and what does that mean to you coming to this franchise, knowing that you have someone that drafted you back in Carolina?
Yeah, no, it means a lot. You know, he believed in me back when I was 18, and you know, he continues to do that to this day. So, you know, I'm really thankful for everything he's done for me in my hockey career, and you know, just prove him right.
Talk about opportunities. It's not always easy to find. You're going to have a massive opportunity and expectations here as well to contribute right away.
Yeah, you know, I think the trade to Anaheim helped me a lot. I think I got to play, you know, the way I think I can play, and just continue that here in Seattle, you know, in front of the best fans in the NHL.
What's the first thing you tell Kale when you guys get on the phone about being brand new teammates?
Yeah, he FaceTimed me this morning, and you know, he said Bergman called him and said he's a Kraken, and you know, we instantly called my parents and you know, brought him into the call, and it was just you know, it was a really special day. My mom, I think, was crying. I don't know, I couldn't see her, but you know, it was a really exciting day, and you know, I just couldn't be more proud of him, and just ready for him to be my teammate.
If you haven't played together since you were 5 and 3, I'd say it's about time. Wish you the best.
Yeah, thank you
Good
very
luck
much.
to both Fleury brothers here with the Seattle Kraken. It's a cool story. I got there's another set of brothers on the same team. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah, we got to get the initial on the back of that jersey. They're both really nice together.
Well, the draft board is filling up, as you can see, but still some names to reveal, including the rivals from the Pacific Division. So much more ahead from Seattle.
The 2021 NHL Expansion Draft is presented by Upper Deck. Collect the best.
Folks have grabbed up Seattle merch all over the place. Those are the Thunderbirds, but they will soon be in Kraken jerseys. Next up, the contribution from the Calgary Flames. And to help make this pick, some folks have been instrumental in helping Seattle through what's been a very difficult last 18 months. It has been for the entire planet, but we want to salute some very important workers who helped all of you folks here in Seattle try to stay as healthy as possible and get healthy. And so let's go back to Kevin for that.
I'm here now at Virginia Mason Franciscan Health in Seattle. The hospital is the founding partner of the Kraken and the official medical provider for the team. I'm sure that you can all agree, the medical team here have gone above and beyond in this last year and a half. They are the true MVPs. We're going to get to the picks, but before we do, Ankit, I want to ask you, why is it so important for the Kraken to partner with the hospital here?
Well, here at Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, we already have a family to help take care of the community. But now we got a family to help take care of our new hockey team, the Seattle Kraken. Let's go Kraken!
With that being said, the Seattle Kraken select from the Calgary Flames, San Diego.
Mark Giordano.
Mark Giordano! Wow!
Why, is he really good?
Yeah! The former Calgary captain.
Fans just got to their feet here when the name was announced.
Standing ovation, well deserved. Mark Giordano, you want to talk about adding character and leadership for the birth of a franchise? Who better to add than one of the best leaders in the league?
Well,
Mark Giordano,
Calgary needs to solve their defense now.
defenseman in the league. So, folks, a really exciting addition here today.
So why did
Yeah,
they expose their captain?
Exactly.
If he's that good.
Exactly.
Oh, no, I just saw
I know, but still.
37.
Yeah, but he's still very good.
Right, but they probably had younger players that they wanted to keep.
I mean, you've had an
I know, but he's like the best defenseman for the Flames.
in the league. is just a little bit of a surreal.
I mean, the only good
defenseman
defenseman to have now is Chris Tanev.
He's not red, and think of Seattle as your new
Figured
home.
maybe they think
Yeah, I'm
he's
not
going
gonna
to
lie, it
retire
feels a
in a
little bit
couple of
different
years.
today,
Yeah.
but it's been a
But you would think he would
crazy,
finish his
last,
career with the
day
Flames.
or so, but hey, this is the first time in my career I've ever been drafted, so thank you to the Kraken. And
Oh yeah, he's been undrafted.
He was, Mark's referring to the fact that he was never drafted. He earned his way as a free agent into this league, had to earn everything he got, and that chip on his shoulder has carried you a long way. I know how well you take care of yourself. You know, now at the age you're at in your career, is this an invigorating time to be a part of a new franchise like this?
Yeah, like I said, it was a little bit weird yesterday knowing that I wasn't going to go back to Calgary, but coming into the city, driving in, this is my first time here. It's
The
a beautiful
Flames
city,
are going to
and
be
I
sad.
can feel the buzz, so I'm ready to go, and yeah, I feel great.
We talked about the newness, the experience for all the players. They're going to be looking to a guy like you've been a captain, I think 7 or 8 years up there, so leadership is at a premium and building that kind of chemistry.
For some reason, I feel like Giordano will be possibly be the captain for the Kraken.
Yeah, just
I mean, it
any
makes
advice
sense.
I can really give them as an older guy who's been around for a long time. I think, as you guys see, we have a fairly young team, a lot of young talent, but that's the NHL now. So many guys who are superstars in our league are under the age of 25, so looking forward to helping out as much as I can.
Amazing. Take care of yourself, man. 37 with a whole lot more years to go and a brand new home after a 15-year run in Calgary. Mark Giordano, welcome to Seattle. Next up, the Edmonton Oilers contribution and another special guest from the Seattle Mariners. Folks, please welcome Kyle Lewis. Kyle, welcome. Rocking the merch. What do you think of this scene in your city here?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable me being a part of it. You know, me just getting early on in my career.
Mariners, that's the Seattle team?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Have you seen an NHL game in person?
Football?
Baseball.
I have seen a couple of NHL
Oh, baseball.
Now I'll be going to more definitely.
Oh, that's
I haven't seen any with the
That's
energy
not
in the building that you can
old
see
team.
here.
I
Right?
don't remember that team at all.
Second to none, I already know.
Well, they're not that good.
Oh, but they're also not like from years ago.
Oh, that's it.
From the Edmonton Oilers, the Seattle Kraken select Adam Larson.
Adam Larson.
And Larson
Yeah.
is a great complimentary defenseman in your top four. He's experienced over 600 NHL games, and I can already see him playing alongside Vince Dunn as that complimentary pair. And like Jamie Alexiak, Larson is a guy that just signed a new contract here to join the Kraken, chose to be here, so a significant addition here for Seattle.
Wow.
Ron Francis.
That's a different path to the
What makes this even more sad is that when they got Adam Larson in a trade, guess who they gave up on that trade? Taylor Hall.
Very exciting for us that we were
So, and now he's taken by the Kraken. Therefore, as a result of the Taylor Hall trade, the Oilers get nothing. They lose. Good day, sir.
Good what?
Good day, sir.
Good date, sir?
Good day, sir.
I don't even understand the word you're saying.
I said good day.
Oh, good day,
Kraken
sir.
select Curtis McDermott.
Oh, Curtis McDermott from the Kings.
Yes, they wanted someone that could take care of business. McDermott is a big, tough forward, and he'll be a good fit on that third or fourth line. He's 6'5", 233. And for Kraken fans who like a good show, this guy will bring it with his physicality. He's also a player, Chris, that will stand up for his teammates, if you know what I mean.
I do. 6'5", 230. You don't want to be on the bad side. Again, it's a theme. You see plenty of guys taken like that that are physical and don't mind mixing it up.
Yeah, and it's all about filling roles, right? That's what Ron and his staff have tried to do here is you've got a little bit of everything, and together it makes a whole.
All right, time now for the San Jose Sharks pick. Another fan base that is looking to improve, make some moves in the offseason. They haven't been terribly aggressive so far. Let's go back to the Seattle Aquarium, where Kevin is hanging.
The Shark.
He do a great job winding down over there.
Like, what's gonna happen? Is the name gonna pop out of his mouth?
I don't know.
Where inspiring conservation of our marine environment is the mission.
Or they show him swimming around and then they show what he's gonna eat?
20,000 gallons of water and our diver named Carrie. Carrie, any sharks in there?
There are no sharks in this exhibit. However, we do have a shark that's about to become a kraken.
And with that, the Seattle Kraken select from the San Jose Sharks,
Alexander
Chris and Dom, back to you at Masters Park.
Kevin, great job today. We appreciate your hustle.
Well, it would be false to assume that you will be part of this roster.
Wow, he's the cousin of Nikolai Ehlers.
Good playmaking ability forward, and 19 NHL games under his belt, and he's a player that will compete for his spot and hopefully continue to develop for Seattle.
I see what you waited 90 minutes.
And he's got rectangular ears.
All right, just one more team to contribute a player to this brand new franchise. The team that we talked about visiting Seattle for the home opener October 23rd. It's a frustrated fan base north of the border. In fact, I like what the Kraken social media has been doing, actively kind of poking at the Canucks by recruiting fans who are frustrated up there to be a part of the Seattle.
There's a little bit of trolling online, isn't there?
2.5 hour drive away. You can take a ferry up there. You can take a seating train. Lots of ways to get between that. Obviously, these two teams are going to emerge as rivals. So to announce the final pick of this 2021 expansion draft, let's please welcome to the stage the ownership group, Jerry Bruckheimer, Dave Wright, and Andy Sassy, folks, the people who made this happen. Welcome, fellas.
Congratulations.
Welcome. I know you want to show your appreciation for the job that Ron Francis and his group have done in putting together this roster.
We are the luckiest city in the world to have Ron Francis and his team select our players and be part of this fantastic organization. From our owners, the Lewicki brothers, who've done an amazing job, David Bonderman, who put this whole thing together and selected us and everybody else. We're so thrilled to be here for the fans, and these are the men who will make this franchise great. And we have great partners, Andy and David here.
Those are great final words. It's a great pep talk. We hope you've enjoyed this presentation. Let's bring out the 6 new members of the Seattle Kraken in their official jerseys as soon as we get the Vancouver pick. So, Jerry, that is yours, and then we'll get to these guys.
With the last selection from the Vancouver Canucks, the Seattle Kraken select Cole Lind.
Canuck fans are going to get over that.
Cole Lind.
Player, but no.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Cole Lind, 22 years old, from Swiss Current. He's got a lot of room to develop, and again, building for the future here in Seattle.
I guess that's kind
Here
of
they are,
Slovakia.
6 new members of the Kraken who made the dream to Seattle to be joined by 24 others that make up this historic roster in this brand new NHL franchise in front of this great fan base in this beautiful city. A long time coming, and finally these guys up here made this happen, and now the team, the draft board is full. And many more moves to be made, so stay tuned as the number 2 pick in the NHL draft on Friday night will be revealed.
Yeah, this was just the first step, so a lot of things to look forward to here for the Kraken.
And for these fans as well. Guys, we appreciate it. Good luck to all you on the stage. Thanks for making us feel so at home. We could not be more pumped up to welcome this brand new team. Let's get cracking, indeed. October 12th in Vegas. October 23rd is the home opener against the Vancouver Canucks. The schedule reveal is tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern as part of Sportsnet. And again, the draft is Friday night. Check your local listings. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.